want to know if the black people in Castlevania Nocturne are written well? Let's discuss it in this next segment of And They Write Black People, a segment where I discuss media that includes black people and determine whether or not they're written well. Today we are breaking down Castlevania Nocturne. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. Now, Castlevania Nocturne is a special case. This show is set during the French Revolution and still managed to include 3 black main characters. And only one is a runaway slave, which actually aligns with the storyline of the French Revolution, especially since she's a slave from a French territory. The show also has an incredible vampire named Drolta, who is an ancient Egyptian, the cornerstone of the opposition plans, and eventually becomes the big bad. The other black prominent character, Edward, I think that's how you say his name, is an opera singer. And even in death, he uses his music to inspire people. What I like about Ed's character is he's very different than the black man that we typically see. Not only is he queer, but he is vain. But that vanity doesn't get in the way of what he knows is right. And I love that balance. Now here's where it gets tricky. Drolta is a badass bitch. I love her character design. But having the big bad be a black woman from ancient Egypt, and having her opposition's weapon of choice be a whip is a choice. She also puts the soul of her god in a white woman, and I don't care the reasoning, this was weird. It's Annette that really dog points on this show that otherwise writes black people really well. Annette is powerful, beautiful, hungry, steadfast in her beliefs, and has one mission to free her people in Haiti, or the island that will be known as Haiti. He even has a subplot with the Orishas. We really get to explore African spirituality through that character. But it's the romance aspect between Annette and Richter Belmont that really had me like, Because as I mentioned, Annette is a runaway slave. The first man that she falls in love with when she leaves the island is a white man with a whip. She never mentioned, she never is like, this whip is crazy. Not only did the love story feel a bit rushed, there's actually a scene where Annette's ancestors usher her back to this white man. And listen, I have no issues with interracial dating. But in this case, it felt very odd, particularly with her ancestors egging her on. And it just went against the story they were telling us about Annette. Also, we can give the white main character a love interest because this is who he was interacting with the most. While I am excited to see some biracial Belmonts killing vampires in any spinoff, this was still written very clunkily. For that, I'm gonna have to dock it points. Someone suggested a new system instead of koofies to keep my alliteration. So I'm gonna do that from now on. I'm gonna go ahead and give Castlevania Nocturne 3 out of 5 Frankie Fizz. The ancestor thing really docked it. Tell me, which piece of media should we do next?